Hi guys! So I wanted to hop on here and kind of introduce myself, like for the people who don't know me on YouTube. My name is Cami Davis and I've been taking Kratom for almost 3 years. I got in a really bad whitewater rafting accident and like over 10 years ago, and my neck, it like messed up my neck really bad, and it displaced my C1, which is my atlas, 3.8 millimeters. But so I had permanent damage, and I have a few other injuries that I've suffered as a nurse. After that, I went to school, went on to be a nurse. And so I deal with chronic pain, but I'm like so thankful that I found Kratom, because that's been a lifesaver. But yeah, so found Kratom. I got tired of like taking opioids and all that, and so I went online and I searched alternative opioids, and Kratom popped up. And I did research for a few months, and then I ordered some and tried it, and like I've been taking it ever since. I was so happy to have found it. Like it totally, like it doesn't weigh me down. It doesn't make me sluggish like morphine does. But so yeah, you'd be surprised how many people just sit and stare at you when you start talking about Kratom. Like, I'm about to go for a walk, and I thought I would just like do a little video here. But hey, shout out to my girl Misty. You guys check her out. She just started her channel too on YouTube, Misty Brown. So I did want to talk a little bit about mental health. Of course, nobody likes to talk about mental health. And me being a psych nurse, like, since I did have to cut my career short, I'm happy that I can still like use my knowledge in a beneficial way. Like, I want to be able to help people as much as I can with the experience that I gained, all the training. Like, I have so much knowledge and experience from working at various institutions, state hospitals. I worked at an acute psych facility, St. Helena. That was really interesting. So, you know, I definitely, I'm glad that at least I can put that to use. You know, I still keep my license up, and I study continuously. And something I do like really want to emphasize is with Kratom is I think it's important that people who are transitioning from heroin or hard drugs to Kratom, they need to, you know, put in the work and get therapy, or I definitely need to address the issues, the underlying issues as to what drove them to abuse the drugs in the first place. That's really important, because, you know, Kratom isn't a fix. Like, you don't want to move from one substance to another and behave negatively with that. That's, you know, that's never good. Like, I don't believe that just drugs that are the only thing that you can be addicted to. I believe that you can be addicted to anything on the planet, and nobody seems to really understand that. I don't. That's another thing that I really want to talk about is there's so much misconception that surrounds addiction. You know, food is a huge thing that people are addicted to, and there are negative consequences that happen from eating too much food. I mean, obesity, type 2 diabetes can develop. You know, that's being overweight causes a lot of health problems, and you know, some people are addicted to food. That's their choice. That's their drug choice. And so, you know, it's you got to deal with your issues. And I was lucky enough to I didn't block out my trauma. So thankfully, and I was strong enough to get therapy and deal, you know, understand. Like, I went to therapy and I processed it. And this is really important too. If anyone is interested in getting therapy, and like if you're not interested in psychotropics, because I know some psychologists and psychiatrists, they really hound you and they almost like force you to take psychotropics. And not everybody wants to do that. And I understand that. Like, I didn't want to do that. But so if you go see a social worker, they don't have a PhD. So it is beyond their scope of practice to prescribe medications. So, you know, you can find a social worker and you won't have to be bothered with like being pressured into taking medication or anything like that. So that's a little secret. But so, and I did want to, you know, talk a little bit about the trauma that I endured a little bit. But I think I might go into that at a later date. But okay, so love you guys and talk to you a little bit later. Bye.